Hello everyone, Fat Four Forever Records here. Today I'm doing another video. Two. Haven't posted in 7 months, so I'm doing 2 in a day. Today I'm doing a video, all my 45s. What I have, this is my 2020 update, I'm still doing it on December the 29th. My 45s. So I've got, I don't collect tons and tons of 45s. Well, I don't collect tons and tons of records anyway. I mainly just buy them and sell them. I still collected a few. First of all, we'll start off with my Beatles. Got a few Beatles ones back here. I'll pick up Beatles 45s whenever I run into them. So if they're not in this stack of 45s already and I run into them, then I'll buy them. First of all, my oldest one, Please Please Me, and From Me to You. This is on VJ, these all play. If they don't play, then I get rid of them. I'm not going to have junk laying around. I'm not like that. If someone doesn't work or it doesn't play or it doesn't do whatever, I'm a minimalist, I would call myself, because I've already been there, done that with stuff. Can't buy me love, and can't do that. So, yeah, all these 45s play great. I don't have any picture sleeves because they're expensive. If I get them in a collection, then I usually end up selling them because they make good amounts of money. Now, if I find a decent one like that I don't have here already, then I'll do it. We Can Work It Out and Day Tripper. These are in good condition. Like this one has writing on the labels. Now, whenever it comes to these two, these don't have writing on the label really. Well, this one has a tear and a small writing. Okay, so now we've got one more capital after that VJ that I showed you. So we've got I Feel Fine and She's a Woman. Okay, so now we've got some Apple 45s. So the Apple ones that I have are Get Back and Don't Let Me Down. Got this one here. This one is Come Together and Something. And then I've got this one, which is Let It Be and You Know My Name, Look Up My Number, which is actually a good song. It's a highly underrated song. Yeah, so these are my Beatles. Not that many, but they're still good. Now, I've just got a whole bunch of assorted 45s. There's no Elvis in here. I don't really have any Elvis. But I've got a box set that I'll show you in a few. I don't really have any Elvis, though. So, if I run across a decent Elvis, I might pick it up. If it's cheap enough. These are just hit songs from the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s. There's a mix of all kinds of stuff here. Starts out being mostly 50s, but then mixes up. Tutti Frutti and I'll Be Home by Pat Boone. Venus and I'm Broke by Frankie Avalon. A White Sport Coat and a Pink Carnation and Grown Up Tears by Marty Robbins. Big Girls Don't Cry and Connie O by The Four Seasons. Wake Up Little Susie and Maybe Tomorrow by the Everly Brothers. The Bear Flew Over the Ocean and John Paul Jones by Jimmy Driftwood. Singin' the Blues and Crazy with Love by Guy Mitchell. I'm getting sleeves for my records too, by the way, because I mentioned in my last video how I'm getting sleeves for all my records. Texarkana Baby and Bouquet of Roses by Eddie Arnold. This is just an interesting record because this is a reissue of it. This was the first 45 that was ever made, like period. The first 45 made by anyone ever on any record label was Texarkana Baby. Bebopalula and When Will I Be Loved by the Everly Brothers. Engine number 9 and the last word in Lonesome Speed by Roger Miller. In the Year 2525 and Little Kids by Zager and Evans. Now it's just going to start to mix up because now I've got things from every decade just stacked up here. Love Will Keep Us Together and Gentle Stranger by The Captain and Tennille. I Think I Love You by The Partridge Family and Somebody Wants to Love You. Moni Moni and 1, 2, 3 I Fell by Tommy James and the Shondells. Bebopalula and Woman Love by Gene Vincent. Dark Moon and Big Mike by Bonnie Guitar. Rockin' Robin and Love Is Here and Now You're Gone by Michael Jackson. A Theme from a Summer Place by Percy Faith and Go Go Pogo. Santana, Black Magic Woman, and Hope You're Feeling Better. Buck Owens, I've Got a Tiger by the Tail, and Crying Time. Conway Twitty, It's Only Make Believe, and I'll Try. Bill Haley and His Comets EP, Burn That Candle, Rock a Beatin' Boogie, Razzle Dazzle, and 2 Hound Dogs. Les Paul and Mary Ford, Song in Blue, and then this one's just Les Paul, Sunday Sweetheart. Ricky Nelson, Believe What You Say, and My Bucket's Got a Hole in It. Jackie Wilson, Lonely Teardrops, and In the Blue of the Evening. Mamas and the Papas, California Dreamin' and Somebody's Groovy. Terry Stafford, Suspicion, and Judy. Dolly Parton, 9 to 5, and Sing for the Common Man. Don McLean, American Pie Part 1 and Part 2. The Beach Boys, Little Deuce Coupe and Surfer Girl. The Seekers, Georgie Girl, and When the Stars Begin to Fall. Elvis Presley, Jailhouse Rock, and Treat Me Nice. I'm pretty sure this is my only Elvis 45. The Safaris, Wipeout, and Surfer Joe. Leonard Skinner, Sweet Home Alabama, and Take Your Time. Johnny Cash, There Ain't No Good Chain Gang, and When I Was Crazy, I Wish I Was Crazy Again by Waylon Jennings. I Can't Stop Loving You by Don Gibson, and Just One Time. Louie by the Kingsmen, backed with Haunted Castle. Parents Just Don't Understand by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, backed with the instrumental. American Pie Part 1 and Part 2 by Don McLean. Actually, you know what? I ought to put that up for sale. I actually legitimately don't know why I have 2 copies of that. You know what? This is going up for sale, guys. So, you know, I'm going to look at those 2 copies and I'm going to pick which one I want in both. And one of them's going up for sale. Where's that other copy? Because I needed to remember to do that. So I'm just going to sit those 2 copies right where they are. I never noticed I had 2 of them until just now. Like, it never really occurred to me. I don't really look through these that often, so. Where is that other copy? Okay, I want to find that, like, right now. Yeah, here it is. Here's American Pie Part 1 and 2. Okay, here. Yeah, so it turns out I have the United Artists, the original copy, and then I have a reissue. This one looks to be in way better condition, the reissue, than the original. Okay, now I have Bobby Rydell's Kissin' Time, back with You'll Never Tame Me. Bill Haley, Shake, Rattle, and Roll, back with ABC Boogie. Hello. Nice to see you on the live stream. We rarely have someone on the live stream. Calendar Girl by Neil Sedaka, back with The Same Old Fool. The Chipmunk Song and Alvin's Harmonica by David Seville. Along Comes Mary and Your Own Love by The Association. Okay, so that was that stack here. I better get some more out. Here. Okay, so here is Heartaches by the Number and 2 by Guy Mitchell. These are in sleeves now. We're to ones that all these are in sleeves. The sleeves aren't that great, but they're still in sleeves. YMCA by the Village People, back with Woman. Or Women. Yeah, it's Women. It has a small warp. Still plays okay. Sea Cruise by Frankie Ford. Yeah, because these ones that are in the sleeves, if I'm correct, these are more collectible. Sea Cruise, like this one's a lot more collectible. Roberta. This is worth a few dollars, actually, because most of these that are 45s aren't worth anything, really. Leslie Gore, It's My Party, backed with Danny. Johnny Cash's Pickin' Time, backed with Happy to Be With You. This has the original Columbia sleeve, so that's kind of cool. Mr. Mister. There. Run to Her. This is purple vinyl. This one's going up for sale too. Actually, yeah, because now I pulled that out. Jimmy Buffett's Hello, Margaritaville, and Miss You So Badly. Glenn Miller's Moonlight Serenade and Sunrise Serenade. As recorded in the 30s. So we've gone from there all the way to the Fresh Prince from like the 90s. Like we've gone. I have records from a 60-year thing here. My Time Will Come and Bumblebee by Laverne Baker. Billy Preston, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, this is on VJ Records, which was, yeah, Beatles were on this label for a short time. Don't Let the Sun Catch You Crying and Billy's Bag. It's pretty decent, actually. Gotta say, I've played it before. It's decent. I've played all of them. Hank Williams Jr., There's a Tear in My Beer, and You Brought Me Down to Earth. That one's minty. The Trogs, Wild Thing, back with a Girl Like You. These are 45s that I've held on to years. Now one of those. Now I got another stack. This is Johnny Wells, I'm a Star, part 1 and 2. Now I've talked about this record. This is hilariously funny. I'm going to post the digital audio transfer of that onto here soon. This is my copy of Bowling Green by the Everly Brothers. Back with I Don't Want to Love You. This is by that Johnny Wells guy too. Johnny Wells, the Country Cowboy. I'm an Artist part 1 and I'm an Artist part 2. Well, I showed this in my video. This is Evansville related memorabilia. My hometown, backed with I Found a Home in Big E, which this is collectible around here. If you're not from around here, you'll actually, like if you live here, you'll realize how collectible this record actually is because people want to have this. This is a strange record that I found. I've had it for around 8 years now. Seven Hills Records, Indiana Moon by the Del Gleischau Group, and When the Sun Comes Shining Through. It's in decent condition. I just found it at a flea market in a bulk lot of records, so I picked it up. Good stuff. Roger Miller, Chug-a-Lug, and Reincarnation. These are some I picked up new a few years ago. Down the Line and In the Mood by Jerry Lee Lewis. These are reissues. They're not original. The sleeves are kind of beat up. Charlie Rich, Lonely Weekends, and Carl Ming, Mona Lisa. Johnny Mathis, Make It Easy on Yourself. This is a radio station promo. Look at the condition. This is beat. It's cracked and everything. There's a bunch of nicks. Boom, boom, all over it. Don't know what happened to it. Now we've got, this is Waylon Jennings, Louisiana and Kentucky Woman. This was new. This was given to me by Shooter Jennings. He doesn't watch this channel, so he'll never know. Thanks, Shooter. I know you're not watching this channel because Shooter Jennings gave this to me personally. It's a good listen. Louisiana and Kentucky Woman and Sunday Morning Coming Down. Then Shooter gave me another one too, Shooter Jennings. He gave me this one by Mick Foley off of their record label. Crazy Christmas. Pokey Lafarge. This is a artist. I love Pokey Lafarge. You already know that though. Chipland Cooking Time in Cheatham County and Pack It Up. This is autographed by their bass player. He autographed this record. Thanks, dude. I know you don't watch this channel either. We had a chat about Sun Records that day whenever he autographed it. It's a good listen. I've played it a million times. Then I have another record by Pokey Lafarge. I have an LP or two in my collection. This is Pokey Lafarge. I got this one. I actually chatted with Pokey himself that day. I went to Pokey Lafarge's show. I hung out, chatted for a good 25 minutes. We literally just sat on the stage and chatted like the show was over, and there were still people hanging around the stage. It was so funny. People just sitting there doing nothing, playing on phones and crap. And me and Pokey Lafarge were just sitting there chatting. It was funny. Goodbye Barcelona. This was autographed by the entire band. Every member autographed this. I just went around and asked everyone to autograph it, and everyone was more than happy to. This was on Rounder Records after he left Third Man. This is on red vinyl. It's kind of weird though because I've had this record for about 4 years now. It's unplayed still, believe it or not. I've never played it before. It's slightly warped. And it was not warped whenever I got it. I've been storing my records correctly. Horizontal. Or no, not horizontal. Vertical. Standing up. No, it's weird though because I don't know why it's warped. It's been stored properly. Cool, dry environment. There shouldn't be any problem. Okay, so that's it for that. Making a third video. Oh wait, no, that's not that. That's not it. I have this. Guess this doesn't really qualify for 45. Happy Birthday Nephew. It's a flexi disc that I picked up. It's bent. I need to flatten it out so it will play. It doesn't play. Used to. It got wrinkled or something though. So it plays at 33, so that actually doesn't count. My Smoke Gets in Your Eyes by the Platters is an error 45. Somehow the same label got pressed on both sides. It's not a promotional because I played it. And it's, different songs. The Elvis Presley Sun Singles Collection. I've had this for years now. Okay. Now I'll just go run through. I'm not going to take them all out of the sleeves, but they look like this. They're not in minty condition or anything. I've played them several hundred times. Maybe 1,000 times. I don't know. Got That's Alright Mama. Good Rockin' Tonight. And I don't care if the sun don't shine. Still have the Sun singles. No bonus or anything, though. Milk Cow Blues Boogie and Your Heartbreaker. Baby Let's Play House and I'm Left, You're Right, She's Gone. Mystery Train and I Forgot to Remember to Forget. So those are the 5 Sun singles. These were made in Great Britain. They're on red vinyl. I just wanted copies of the Sun singles, but I could have gone with the RCA versions. I don't think the RCA ones sound very good though. I have had the RCA ones in the past. Sometimes I'll pick them up and sell them or keep them for a while and then sell them if I see them. I just wanted these because these were taken off the original Sun masters and pressed on high quality vinyl. thick vinyl, like what Sun used. That's why their records sounded so good, is because they pressed them on nice thick vinyl with far apart grooves and good stuff. And I haven't really got to experience the real Sun sound because I've only had one Elvis Sun record. I had Mystery Train one time, and it was a real beat up copy. I had a beat up copy of Mystery Train. That's the only one I've ever had. They're super expensive. I paid a couple $100 or something for the Mystery Train. Like, they're expensive. I ended up selling it eventually because I needed money and I had to sell something to get money. So I ended up picking that. I couldn't decide what I wanted to sell more. If I wanted to sell my original mono copy of Elvis's first album that was in mint condition, or did I want to sell my beat up Sun 45 of Mystery Train? I ended up going with the 45 because I wanted to keep my album, which I ended up selling eventually too. In the end, records are an investment and I have to cash in on it sometime. I keep records. While I buy records, I listen to them for a while, but then I have to sell them sometime because whenever the market goes up and certain records become valuable or worth money, then I like to sell my records and cash in on my investment. It's weird because there's this one person that keeps logging on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off over and over. Wherever you are, why aren't you just staying and watching? Okay. It could just be a glitch in the system. Oh well, so I guess that's it. I showed my son singles now. Yep, so a couple of these 45s are going to be up for sale. The more beat up 45s that aren't even worth any money because a lot of these 45s are so beat up to where they're not really, they don't have much collectible value, so I'll just keep them for me. Like these Beatles 45s, I would much rather just keep and play myself because I can only get a couple of dollars each for them at the most. Guys, if you have any record collections that you are interested in selling and you live in the nearby area or not, and you can bring them sometime, like if you would like to bring them to Secret Headquarters sometime and we can meet and you can sell, leave a comment below because I'm more than interested in buying people's record collections to sell because I do that all the time. I just bought a collection a couple days ago. I bought a collection of Beach Boys and Beatles 45s and some different stuff a few days ago. See ya.